welcome to a random video I decided to make. So disclaimer, before I start this is my own opinion on what rides I loved the most at Alton Towers Resort when I went there in 2020. Also I am going this year, and I may be going to the park as well this year, so I'm kind of excited. But yeah, so, and just a disclaimer at the bottom, this is not my list, so credit goes out to whoever made this list. I'm not sure who has. Can you go up? But yeah, so there are some that I have not been on. I won't like here, but most of them I've been on. So, and I have seen some videos of what the rides actually look like and what I think I'd like anyway. So yeah. And I probably won't be using this tier. I won't lie, I probably will not be using that tier at the bottom. Anyway, hang on, let me just see if I can. Ah ha ha! Yes, okay, that helped. Right. So we've got the Bah, Meh, Epic, and Incredible. So I'm gonna start with 13. Now this is one of the rides I have not been on yet, but due to the videos and I have seen some of them, I will be doing an update on this, so this is my first time I'm doing this, so it will be an update, so I will be going on all the rides when I go there again. So, until I go on this ride, I have seen reviews of this ride, and they say that it's really good because of the backwards and the drop, because the track drops. So, because this sounds actually really good, I don't know how it'll be until I go on it. I'm going to put on the Mare tab for now, just because obviously I haven't been on it before. And I will be going there soon, so I'll update the list afterwards. Okay, next is Wicker Man. Okay, so, I think for this one, I'm going to put this in the Epic tab. And the reason for this is because it's a wooden coaster, and I think all wooden coasters look really cool when I've seen them. Obviously, this is the first wooden coaster I've been on, and it's a good one. It really is a good one, and it's well worth experiencing because of, like, I don't know how many times you go through it now, I don't remember, but obviously the big wooden structure in the middle, I think you go around it on 3 times, I think, going through it 3 times, and it's really amazing, especially, I haven't ridden it at night yet, but I've seen videos of it lighting up at night. But even when riding in the daytime, it's such a thrill, and it just feels like a solid wooden coaster because it rattles as you go along. It's such a cool experience, and I'm just gonna say it now. Man, that ride is awesome. It's got no loops or inversions or anything. It's just a family roller coaster, but for a family roller coaster, that is really good, and it's really thrilling for people who love like wooden coasters and obviously fire, because it does light on fire and it's pretty cool. So yeah, Wicker Man has to go in the Epic one because it's that good. Okay, so next is Runaway Mine Train. Now here's a funny story about this roller coaster. We didn't mean to go on this one because we looked at it and we were like, huh, this actually looks kind of scary. But then when we got there, it was obviously a family attraction. No inversions, no nothing. But when we went on it, it actually wasn't that bad. So I'm going to go Mare tab, just because it's not that bad, and it's not that good either, really. It's in the middle for me, kinda. There's one thing I do like about the Runaway Mine Trainers, though, is it's actually quite good speed for what it is. That's a really good, like, speedy. It does go quite fast for a family attraction, and obviously there are some really tilted sides that you go around the train, and it's really good. It's a nice attraction for people who love really calm roller coasters, and the best part about this ride is it goes twice, so you get 2 rides on it, which is really good for, and it's a decent length too, so you get like a decent length and obviously 2 rides, which is really good. And yeah, when we went there, the queue wasn't too long either, so yeah. Runaway Mine Train is it's a pretty good ride, so yeah. Right, Galactica. Again, haven't been on this one yet, but holy mother of God, it looks awesome. I want to go on it so badly, and to be fair, that'll probably be one of the first rides I go on when I go to the towers again. but I have to say, the look of it is fantastic. Right now, I'm going to put it in the Mare tab, because, again, I haven't been on it yet, and I'm just saying it doesn't look too bad. And like I said, I will be doing an upgrade on when I go, when I do go back there and do it again. I will be doing a Thought Park one too. Right. So Galactica looks really good, and hopefully it will go higher up on the list when I go on it. Alright, the Smiler. Okay, so this one, I'll explain. Okay, I'll explain why it's in the Incredible tab. This ride is crazy, and I will tell you a fun fact. This was the first ride I went on at the Towers. Yep. And for me, I absolutely hate going upside down or loads of inversions in general, and that's the first ride I go on. And yeah, I found it really good. It's such a cool experience, because it's just, you know, if you're such a massive thrill seeker and you love like going upside down and everything, that is just perfect for you. The thing is, there's no break. There's only like a halfway line, but then you've got a vertical lift hill, and then you just inversions again. This whole ride is just inversions. There are two airtime hills too. There's one in one section, and there's a massive airtime hill on the second section, which is like really good. I love the second airtime as well, just because when I went on it, it really did feel like I was jumping out of my seat for a second, because it propels you and you're like, woo! I love the inversions on it, especially because it's just non-stop. Like, it's so much fun. You don't get a break, and that's the thing. If you've got a strong stomach, that ride's perfect for you. If you don't have a strong stomach, maybe give that a miss. But it's I say if you've got the balls to do it, and you've got, like, you know, you really want to try out this thing and get over your fears of being upside down and stuff, definitely go for it. It is not one ride to miss. It is a really good ride, and I went on it more than once afterwards, because I really did enjoy it. I went about 3 times. So I went on it first when I got there. I came out, wanted to go back in, so I went again, and then at the end of the day I went on it for the last time. So I went up 3 times that day, which is crazy. When I go with my friends this year, my mate, he probably wants to go on it more than 3 times, so yeah, that's gonna happen. But the Smiler, we're back on the Smiler. That is a really good ride, and it's my favourite at the park by far. Yeah, so that's best one by far. Why is Oblivion not here? Not on here. Oblivion's not on here. That's really bad. That's very bad. Why is Oblivion not on here? That's so bad. No, are you kidding me? Okay, so I'm just gonna, because Oblivion's not on here, which I'm really upset about, because they've totally forgot about Oblivion, I'm just gonna put it in the Epic tab, because Oblivion is crazy. That ride is ridiculous, and the first time I went on Oblivion, I couldn't see nothing. As soon as I went down that tunnel, water filled my eyes. The wind on that thing is crazy once you go down the tunnel, it's crazy. The thrill of the Oblivion is crazy, because you do not know when they're going to drop you into the hole, because they hold you there for a minute, except when I went on it, they didn't hold us for very long. They hold us for about 2 seconds and then let us drop, when sometimes they can leave you for about 5. You're like, when are we dropping? And then you're just sitting there, drops, and you're like, ah, like that. It's like, I've seen people before. Yeah, I think that's crazy Oblivion. That's one of the coolest rides there. Anyway, next is Nemesis. Now, this ride I haven't been on, which I was very gutted about, because when I went there, we were actually heading over to Galactica and Nemesis. By the time we got there, it's shut. Yeah, and I was very upset, because I was like, I missed out on a B&M coaster, and I love those coasters, man. I love the ones that hang you from the actual track. It's really cool. And the thing is, that ride, I've seen people talking about and stuff, and that's one of the oldest at the park, 25 years. that coaster's been around, and it's. I can't wait to go on it this year. I'm going to be the one. This is the first time I'm going to be going on it this year, which is crazy, but I can't wait. But I've seen from people that they absolutely love this ride. I've seen on videos how cool it looks. And because, like I said, I haven't been on it yet, but it looks amazing, I'm going to put it on the Epic tab. It could change to Incredible once I go on it, or go down, depending on the roughness and stuff like that. But, yeah, back on the Smiler, actually. The roughness on it wasn't bad, I will say that now. Obviously the smooth ride on the Smiler is the first row, but I was on the second row, I think. It weren't bad, I'll be honest, it really wasn't bad for the second row at all. Anyway, Hex. No idea what this is. I searched it up a minute ago, as you can see by my tabs at the top. Hex is near the towers, I found out, but I haven't been there yet, but I probably never will, so that was going to go in bad. Rita. Be on this one. Jesus flipping Christ. Didn't expect it to go so fast for a start. Obviously it's a launch coaster, but it's like, Jesus flipping hell. It's like when I first went on it, throughout the whole ride, my jaw was dropped. And we were going through it, and then it stopped, and I was like, I just looked to my dad, I was like, what the hell was that? Because it was over in a couple of seconds, but it's like, Jesus Christ, like, it's really fast. But if I'm gonna give Rita a rating, it's gonna have to be Epic, because it's such a fast ride, and it's so much fun. Because it's like my shock on my face. The thing was, with that coaster, the reason why I didn't get to go on Nemesis because of Galactica in the end, and 13, because when I went to go on 13 it was shut, so couldn't go on 13. But when I went to go to Galactica and Nemesis, the reason we missed that completely was because we were waiting for Rita for about half an hour. And, well, probably more than that, about 45 minutes. Reason is because actually Rita broke down. So we were sitting in the queue for like 45 minutes, which is, it wasn't, it's not as bad as being stuck there for 2 hours, but it's, it's annoying when you obviously, like, it's your first time there, you want to try and get every ride in. And that was me, and I totally missed Nemesis and Galactica, and I was like really stumped after it. Anyway, these are mostly roller coasters anyway, so I'm kind of trying to judge on the roller coasters a little bit. So, last roller coaster we got here is Spinball Whizzer. What can I say about this? This was the next ride after the Smiler, I think I went to. Unless it wasn't, I'm not sure. It was a Smiler. No, it was right after the Smiler I went on this one. Spinball Whizzer. Now, how do I think about it? So Spinball Whizzer, when I went on this, it was no mercy, I will be honest, it was quite rough. Because when I was going round, it was like doing like whiplash to my head a couple of times, and it was quite rough, but you just don't stop spinning, to be fair. It's like, if you got a strong stomach, it's good to go on it, but if you get sick really easily, it's probably not a good ride to go on. I don't know, Spinball Whizzer is kind of a meh to me, I think, because, yeah, Spinball Whizzer's a meh. The reason for this is because, yeah, like I said, it's a bit rough, and it did feel I won't lie, it felt a bit unstable. Because when me and my dad were sitting in it, like, obviously we were both quite bunched up, so we were bunched up together, but it really does feel like when you're going along, and you're going really fast around these corners, even like, nearly the 90-degree one, where it kind of, I don't know if it's 90 degrees, but that one that goes up and round, right near the gates of going into the ride, it really does feel like you're hanging out of your chair. It's like, that's why I was holding on for my dad for dear life there, because I didn't really like it that much. But at the same time, you get good speed around it, and you don't stop spinning. So it's great for the name and everything. So it's a meh to me. It's not great, but it's not bad either. So yeah, that's my list so far. When I go to Thought Park, I'll be doing one of these for Thought Park, and I'll be doing one of these for an update for Alton Towers as well, because I'll be going there again. I might do one for Legoland and Chesterton maybe, because I haven't been, although I haven't been Chesterton in like years now, I do still remember the rides I've been on there, and Legoland, I vaguely remember. I might just go Legoland again and kind of refresh my brain, but it might be a bit too old for me now, because I'm 15, and obviously Legoland's for mostly small kids, but yeah, I don't know, I'll see, and I hope you guys enjoyed the tier list, by the way. I know it's not as, you know, not as, how do I say it, not as, like, thingy as some others, where it's like, you know, because there's some there that I haven't been on yet, but they'll probably go up, sooner, and hopefully be in the incredible tier with the Smiler. So, if I'm going to be honest, the Smiler is the most major coaster I've been on to date. Like, I haven't been on a coaster as crazy as that. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this. There'll be an update for part 2 coming out very soon when I go to Alton Towers again. New Thought part 1 as well. And yeah, so let me know if you really enjoyed this, and I wish I would do more. So yeah, good night everybody.